is a 1912 Hudson, model 33, 5-passenger touring car. I can trace the history back to '49, the family I got it from. They took it in on trade for moving a granary. And so at one time I know they didn't know exactly what the car was. So Kelvinator and Hudson merged and created American Motors. They wrote a letter to American Motors asking what they had, and they got a reply back, which I have all that documentation, and telling them about the car, kind of the build sheet. The one thing that was ordered special was the type of rim. It's got clincher rims on it. Normally they had straight side tires. This has got clinchers. All that was detailed in that build sheet. And they had it, the same family had it up till 5-6 years ago. So from '49 till say 2018, 2017 when I bought the car. And fortunately, nobody has painted it. Nobody has reupholstered it. I have the original top. I just took the top off because it was deteriorated. I need it for a sample when I do put a top on it. And as long as I'm alive and own that car, it will stay just like you see it. I'll never ever paint that car. It's worth way more in original condition than it would be if I repainted it and restored it. Well, it was common in the day. It's okay, so it's a Model 33. It was common for various makes to advertise their horsepower. So this is a 33 horsepower car. They bought the motor from Continental. Continental was a big engine builder back in the day. One thing that's interesting about it, it's got two main bearings. So it's only got a front main bearing and a rear main bearing. And there's no fan for the radiator. The flywheel on that car is at the back of the motor, and the spokes in the flywheel are at a bevel. And so what that does, it creates the draft to suck air through the radiator. So that's a little different. I don't know of another car that did that. I did maintenance, that's a good way to word it. I did maintenance, but it ran when I bought it, and it ran just fine. But I've done some things to check some things over, just to make sure everything, you know, like today I went all by myself on a 90-mile drive to go see an aunt of mine on her birthday. And so I want, you know, it's nice to feel secure that your car will make it that far. All Model Ts are left-hand drive. So this is a 12 and it's still right-hand drive. So various manufacturers varied their thoughts on that. So we got a right-hand drive, we got spark lever and a throttle lever. Down on the floor you can see there's 3 pedals. The middle one is the throttle. Here's the speedometer. This is a carburetor adjustment for lean and rich. This is the ignition switch where it'll run on both battery and mag. Another thing that's a little different, other cars had this but it wasn't very common. This is a disco self-starter. Prestolite also made one. It's a switch that put the distilled acetylene inside the combustion chamber, and then when you put this on battery, put the ignition switch on battery, it in theory would ignite. And so then it would start the car. You didn't have to get out and crank it. This is an oil sight gauge. It tells you it's pumping oil. It pumps the oil up into the gauge and then it dumps it to back into the front of the motor, and then it lubricates everything underneath the motor, the bottom end of the motor, and starts the whole process all over. You can see this tag right here. It says H.L. Moyer Automobile Company, Des Moines. And if you Google that, you'll see that they were a Hudson dealer the time frame, the correct time frame. So I'm sure this car was sold new in Des Moines, but it ended up in Wyndmere, North Dakota. And I know it was in Wyndmere in 1949. I don't know how much sooner than that. So I bought it from that family. That family had it from 49 till about 2017, 2018 when I acquired it. I was thrilled when I got to finally see the car. I knew about the car for 30 years, but I never actually saw it until I started dealing on it and looking at it. And I was very happy, very fortunate to get to be the caretaker of this car for as long as I decide to own it.